from Icom, and it came with TS2000. I've tried on the TS2000. I had the PR40 with some W2IHY, the noise gate, and obviously the other pieces bits. But I do believe I haven't got the voice. I speak a little bit fast. For obviously, what can we say? For smooth, I'll say smooth audio. Obviously, like I said, I speak a little bit too fast, and obviously, I do believe when there's a little bit of audio equipment in mind, and obviously, you got to obviously slow down on the words. But I do like the quite, like you said, the DX audio. I quite like it. Like you said, it's not overdoing it. I'm staying well in the ALC limit. And obviously I always watch the ALC because I can switch from the ALC, SWR on compression, and obviously I always stay well in and make sure I'm not overdriving there, Steve, because like you said, very important that not to overdrive your radios. The reason why I like this sharp audio, because obviously due to the power, obviously what I'm only allowed to use there, I do believe a little bit of sharp audio does help at times there. G0OGS to E0CON.
Yeah, okay, John, all copied, yeah. Well, you've hit the nail on the head, really. It's good to hear somebody say what you've just said as regarding the ALC, you know. That's fundamentals. I mean, we all have a listen around from time to time, don't we? You know, sometimes, you come into the shack and, well, I know what I do. I'll come in and I'll have a quick listen around. Put the radio on first, because I always find that quite useful. And let the radio warm up a little bit. But while it's doing that, I'll have a listen around, and you hear some stations that come on, like, and a friend of ours will say, there's a bit of distortion on there, turn your mic gain down a bit. And the offending station might say, I've got it at 11 o'clock, I'll turn it down to 10 o'clock. And his buddy might say, maybe just a bit more. And I'm thinking, what are you doing? What on earth are you doing? You shouldn't. I'm not talking about the frequencies. I'm talking about sort of overdriving. I mean, if you get in RF onto your cables coming back, I mean, that's another thing as well. But I just don't understand it with some people. All you can just watch that ALC, and if you want to see it move, just let it move slightly. Some people, I'm sure, they class it as an output VU meter, and it has to be in the red. It never fails to amaze me, but it's glad to hear that you've got the grasp of it, like we all should. And you shouldn't really be seeing a lot of ALC when you're talking. What's that expression? Little is more sometimes. And yes, we probably all fell to the sword with it, when we first came on. It does take a while to get a full understanding of what you've got in front of you. But at the end of the day, you haven't been put there cold. You've had to go through examinations to do what you want to do. So you'd like to think that that you sort of know a bit about what you're doing. Anyway, sorry about that. This was just one of my gripes, as you've probably detected there, John. 2E0CON G0OGS.
Yeah, fine business there, Steve. Well, no, that's quite understandable. And as you said there, mentioning the word cold, I think that's what half of the problems is. They come into the shack, turn the radio on, and pick the microphone up straight away. My radio was on at least a good hour and a half before I even do any transmission. Obviously, If I'm at home, and first thing I do when I get up in the morning is turn my radio on, go and do my duties, and my radio stays on all day. There, I never turn it on and off, and obviously because if I want to come up in the shack after a couple of hours I've been up, or another 4 hours after I've been up, my radio is nice and warm. I'm not transmitting on a cold radio as soon as I turn it on there, Steve. So I think a lot of people don't obviously let things in the radio warm up there. Obviously I try to take precautions and look after my equipment there, because as we all know, it's a very, very expensive hobby. And obviously one mistake, well, you could say a mistake, but you could say obviously stupid mistake for not letting things warm up, checking things before you transmit is sometimes some careless people out there obviously not checking things, checking to see if they're using a tuner, if they're on the right band, or using an amplifier to make sure the amplifier's not on 20 meters when they're tuning up on 40 meters there. But all kinds of mistakes are made there, Steve, but careless mistakes there, because people, I would say, like I said, just wanting to transmit and key up as soon as they turn the radio on there. T0OGS to E0CON.
Yes, okay then, John. Yeah, well, as I say, we've all got our little quirky things, haven't we? And your signal's holding out quite well, by the way. I detect no fade at all. It's quite good. It's quite refreshing for me, this, because as I said to you before, the last few days I've sort of grabbed a queue with someone, and about halfway into the second or third over, where the signals just go. And funnily enough, it was just after I'd done the firmware update. And you know how the human mind starts thinking, oh, is it me? Have I done something wrong? And I was quite worried. Because there's two ways, without boring you to death, there's two ways you can do a firmware upgrade on these. Well, I can only speak about the icon. You can, there's an RJ45 Ethernet socket on the back. You know, you can connect it to a router, you can download it from the computer, and you can fire it straight from the computer into the radio. That's one way. But the other way is you can, you still have to download the firmware. You have to put it onto a compact flash memory card. This particular radio has got that facility where it slides in the front. So I rang up ICOM and I said, what's the best way of doing this? I said, use the card, because if you transfer it from the computer to the radio, yes, that's a recognised way of doing it. He says, but if you're unfortunate and there's a glitch halfway through the upload, he says, we won't be able to repair your radio. It would have to go back to Japan. So I thought, I don't want to hear that. But anyway, I went for it. I put the information on the card and uploaded it, and luckily and thankfully for me, everything came back. Because I just thought, oh my God, I didn't need this. And it's that old thing, isn't it? You know, what are you doing? You're repairing something that isn't broke. But no, I just wanted to take advantage of a new firmware update. But yeah, it was a bit scary, mate. As you say, some of these radios they're not cheap, are they? And I didn't want to turn it into an expensive ornament there, John.
Yeah, farm business. Yeah, they're very expensive there. Like I said, I can just just imagine you there doing a firmware update, and people after one over dipping USB on you, or after you've just done the firmware, the band has gone completely obviously dead, because it has been sometimes through the daytime. I can just imagine you then obviously tuning around 40 meters after doing obviously the firmware update, and obviously not hearing nothing. Obviously it makes you think and scratch your head there, and obviously without the mishaps there, obviously, but you don't want these expensive mishaps there. as we all know, like RF in the shack and stuff like that. I've had RF in my shack before. I've pulled everything out, moved the wires, done this, done that, tried to solve it this way, tried to solve it every way. Looked at the antenna, see if the antenna's too close to anything. But without these small mishaps though, obviously, to some people the hobby would be boring because obviously a lot of stations out there obviously go into the hobby of obviously like antenna building, not so much transmitting on radio. They like building and listening and obviously how can I say finding mishaps of what's going on around the shack there. If you understand where I'm coming from there, Steve, ever?
Well, yes, exactly, John. I mean, there's a lot of. I mean, I'm not sure exactly how many licenses have been issued. I think I heard a figure of around about 60,000 in the UK. And I'm assuming that includes Scotland and Wales, and possibly Northern Ireland. It's quite a lot of licenses which are out there, and it'd be interesting to know actual percentage of guys who are sort of active. I mean, I'm quite active at the moment. I'm quite enjoying the radio. I had a break from it, to be honest, of about 13 or 14 years, and a friend of mine got me sort of, who we took, there was four of us actually who took the RAE, back in the day, back in the end of the 80s, I think he was, and he sort of got me sort of revved up, you know. The last location I was mainly VHS, purely because the location was quite high, and I took advantage of that. Now when I moved to this location, it's quite low, so you know, I just didn't sort of well, you just move on to different things, don't you? And but now I'm sort of quite well back into it, and I've invested quite a bit of money in the last 3 months back into the hobby, and enjoyed it. And it's quite sad actually. I think it was this morning or yesterday morning. My shack's upstairs, so my bedroom's across the landing, as it were. And I got up, you know, and we've all got a routine. You get up, we've all got a routine. You either go to the toilet or you go straight to clean your teeth, or you have a quick wash and straight to the toilet, or whatever you do. You stand in the mirror and scratch your balls. Whatever you do. I got up and I come straight in here and switched the radio on. And I thought, hang on a bit, Steve, you're getting a bit sad now. But, oh well. We could be doing a lot worse there, John, over.
Yep, I understand what you mean there, Steve. It's like, it's just like another thing. I would say 100% out of 100% people, as soon as they turn the computer on, they don't check the emails, they check the Facebook, see if they've got any games requests or any friends requests there, HI. Yeah, not a problem. Steve, I'm going to have to cut it short because I do believe my shack is upstairs and obviously it sounds like I've got company. So I'm not quite sure if it was a mother-in-law or a friend of mine or etc. But obviously whoever comes to the house, if it's for the XYL or me, I don't like to be ignorant either way there. So no doubt we could meet again some other time. If you want to keep this frequency, please do so there, Steve, because your signal hasn't moved at all. E0OGS to E0CON.
Yeah, it's okay, John. I'll say your signal's holding quite well, so conditions are nice and steady. Nice and chewy conditions, aren't they? Nice, and I'm sorry I've held you up. Wasn't quite too sure if you wanted to make a few calls. Some people like to sit and rattle. Some people like to try and knock a few different cues out. Which again, we're all different. But yes, by all means, you do what you got to do. As if I could stop you anyway. No, it's been great, and no, we have definitely spoke before. So yeah, you're a good signal to me. So, and I think last time we spoke, you were quite a good signal. So there's no reason why we shouldn't bump into each other again on the band. All right, 73s. I wish you all the best, of course, and enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'll be looking for you. 2E0CON. This is G0OGS.
Yeah, farm business there, Steve. Sounds like a few tuners on the frequency there, yeah. With me having company, please, if you want to keep the frequency, that's not a problem there, Steve. So, obviously, two stations tuning up there, so there's no doubt that we're probably hearing you or probably me there. So, I will leave you the frequency if you want the frequency there, Steve, because obviously with that company coming into, obviously, the QTH here there. So G0GS, nice to meet you again there, Steve. We'll meet again. This is 2E0CON. That's to go QRT on the frequency. We've got company.
Yes, okay, John. Say 73 again, and I'll have a listen around if somebody wants to have a chat. I'm sure I'll do my best to board them stick. But now, great talking to you, mate. We'll catch you soon. 73.
Yes, 73.
Mike India 0, Hotel Whiskey Golf.
Yes, the Hotel Whiskey Golf. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. My name is Peter here. I just flicking through there, just caught you going off there. Or you were staying on, obviously. The name's Peter here, Steve. Papa Echo Tango Echo Romeo. I'm in Donegal, which is 12 miles east of Belfast. We may have worked before. I just haven't my logger on. I've turned the computer on here, so I'll know in a while. But you're booming in here, Steve. You're 5.9 plus 20 dB over S9. And I'm using a part of the transceiver, an FTDX 5000, about 180 watts into an inverted V dipole, so that's the conditions at this end. The name's Peter here, near Belfast. Golf 0, I hope I've got your call sign correct. Golf 0, Oscar Golf November, from Mike India 0, Hotel Whiskey Golf.
Yes, okay, Peter. A slight correction on the call sign there, Peter. It's Oscar Golf Sierra, not November. Sugar, Santiago, whichever you prefer, it all comes to the same. Yeah, very good evening to you. Yeah, well, you also have a very good signal. You're 5.9 plus booming into here. We're located in the county of South Staffordshire, Peter, not too far from the city of Wolverhampton. And yeah, okay, on the 5,000, sounding very nice, and doing a stunning job for you there. Yeah, quickly, we're using the 7800 by ICOM, antenna similar to yours. It's inverted, pretty much the right size for this band. Not any bigger, not any smaller, maybe a tad bigger. But we feed it with ladder feed, so I'm not too worried about having a resonant antenna, as the old faithful Z-Match looks after the rest of the issues there, Peter. No amplifier, just the radio, but it is on full chat, so it's probably peaking, I don't know, somewhere about 130, 140 at times, and that's the story, man. But yeah, a cracking signal coming to me this evening. MI0HWG, G0OGS, over.
G0OGS, I just got my logger up. We spoke on the 21st of the 2nd this year, our one and only contact, and so I don't know a lot, but I know call signs, and I've got a feeling when I see a call sign that I've worked it before. I'm sure we all have that sort of little, there's something about it, you remember, you know, so I do remember, I remember your location, and I used to stay in Wolverhampton and branch there to jut out to Birmingham and to Manchester, and then back to both Liverpool to buy sports cars, so I did base myself out in